I mean, that was such a disaster for him. And the thing is, it really exposed how much they lie. Because everybody before that was like, there's something wrong with Joe Biden. For years, we were all talking about it.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, he's fine. He's running circles around the interns in the White House, like all that nonsense. I don't think it would have made a difference. I think people ultimately, when they get in a voting booth and they think about their life, it's the kitchen table issues. It's how is this impacting my day to day? I may not love everything that Donald Trump tweets, but I sure as heck like the way my life felt when he was in the White House. I definitely felt like I could put more food on the table for my family. There was a better trajectory, in this country. I think it's over 75% of the country thinks we're on the wrong track. That is what makes a difference.
Yeah, the left is still losing it over the Trump thing. And you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like a good boss who's like cushy, always just gives you what you want, lets you bring your pet to work, lets you take lunch for like 2 hours a day, and lets you slack off. And you say, oh yeah, the work environment is so great. And then you get a boss who's like super hectic, always holding you accountable, always strict. And you're like, oh, well, that guy's a tyrant. So when you start off and you're young and you get your first job and you'll probably choose the nicer boss, right? Because you'll be like, oh, I feel free. Oh, yeah, it makes me love my job. And then you're like, oh, I can just slack off. I can take days off and I don't get reprimanded. And then, like, you meet your chick. Let's say you meet a girl. You want to get married and you're like, oh, geez, I need more money. Then you go to that boss and he's like, you know what? There's not money in the budget. But you know what? You can bring your wife to work. You can have a little more freedom. And you're like, oh, you know what? Actually, that's amazing because if I bring my wife to work, get to spend more time with her. She doesn't have a job. And yeah, cool. She can just come chill here with me. Not in any work position. Just, hey, you know what? You can just be with your wife more often. And then you're married now. You're spending a bit more money. Now your wife's pregnant. Then you're like, okay, now I really need more money. You go to him and he's like, oh, you know what you can also bring your kid to work. And now I start thinking, but wait a minute, how does that help me? I mean, it might be fun to have my whole family chilling and my dogs and my pets and all these supposed benefits, but it doesn't help me because I can't build a better life and I haven't grown in the past 5 years that I've been here. I've actually become worse at my job because I never get pushed. I never get told what I'm doing bad. I never get held accountable. And then you realize, you know what, no, I need more money. So if you can't give me more money, all you can give me is this great feeling and fuzzy feeling, then I'm gonna go to the other boss, the one that holds people accountable, the Steve Jobs. He's notorious for that. The Elon Musk, he's notorious for that, So you go work for that guy. That guy starts you off at a very low salary, but guess what? It's still more. Even the low salary is still more than what you were getting at the cushy job. But he tells you, if you mess up, I'm going to tell you. If you do things wrong, I'm going to hold you accountable. Here you come early, you leave late. Here you work hard. Here, if you want growth, you're going to have to start learning new skills. And there's plenty to learn, and you can take that and you can grow and you can support your family properly. And guess what? After 5 years working there, you've tripled your salary, you've doubled your salary, you're in a new position, you feel so confident with yourself and you're capable and you're competent because he's forced you through reprimandation. Okay, you've probably had a lot more warnings, a lot more meetings, a lot more strategic meetings, a lot more listen, you're not doing good enough, this is not where you should be. And that feels bad. That sucks because this guy says what he's feeling. If he says your work is crap, he says your work is crap. But the fact is, because of that, you can trust him. And the fact is, because of that, you know that he has your best interests at heart because his interests lie in you being the best version of you. That's where he wins. And that's Trump. You see, Biden and Kamala, they saw a lovely little vision of, yeah, you know what, you can be whatever you want. We're going to love you for you because if you suck, cool, that's fine. If you're terrible and you're not competent, you're not getting anything done, if you're black and a woman, that's fine. That's why we'll hire you. You deserve that. And then Trump saying, no, listen, this is not how we work. It's a meritocracy. What you work for is what you get. Whoever works the hardest wins. and no one can stop you except you being a victim. And that's the thing. That's why people can complain all they want about his personality, because the bosses who pay the most have probably the worst personalities. That's unfortunately how it is. But why? Because they realize that in order to succeed or do anything of importance in this life, you have to tell the truth, and then to yourself. And the more you tell the truth to yourself, Jordan Peterson says this a lot, the more it sets you free to become better. But the more you keep lying and sending lovely tweets like Kamala, oh yeah, I grew up in a middle class home, the more you keep avoiding the problems, the more it's gonna actually come back and bite you in the you know where. Cool.